Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Crowcat, and I've been waiting to say this for a very long time, but I'm a creator on YouTube. If everything goes right, this should be my first video here on this channel, Crowcat Studio. But I really just wanted to come on here and make a video about autism. Yeah, I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about autism this, autism that, but it's it's been a large part of my journey this year, and well, last year, coming into this year, 2024. Um, yeah, yeah, there's a lot going on in the world right now, and it's just really hard for me to sort through my feelings and my thoughts. So I was originally actually streaming myself playing Undertale, but um I couldn't play it. I was too frustrated. So I was just gonna give up. I was gonna try and play something else or something, and then I was like, you know what, I don't have this to do right now. So instead of giving up, I want to make this video. It's been on my mind for a long time. I just want to get it out the way. As a introduction video of sorts. So basically last year in 2023, February, I was diagnosed. Hey, it's coming on around full circle. It has exactly been a year because it's February right now in 2024, even though it's the end of February. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, so last year around February, I discovered that I had autism. Yay! It was honestly a really crazy thing to find out, even though I had suspected for a while that I did have autism. It was just really wild to confirm. Sharon, down. Dude, what you doing? Being bad, that's what I see. A bad kitty. Okay? Don't be bad. Chill out. It's the baby. Huh? It's you. You're the baby. This is the baby. Yes, the baby, huh? Him's name is Sharon, huh? Him's got a name? Him's want to tell us his name. You can't because you're a cat, but I say it anyway. Um, yeah, so I was diagnosed with autism. Um, it's been one roller coaster of a year. I will say it's really wild being diagnosed with autism in your like late 20s. I was diagnosed at the age of 26. So I've basically gone through life this entire time without realizing like a huge core of like my identity and not getting the support that I needed and not realizing that okay, no, don't eat my hair. Don't do that. It's not even appetizing. It's not even appetizing, dude. Nothing about hair is tasty. There's some eye boogies. Oh, come here. Come here. Come here, baby. Wow. Wow. All the boogies gone. All the boogies gone. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically been one hell of a roller coaster. And I'm learning more about myself this year than I ever have because now I have the language that I need, the support that I some of the support that I need to actually figure myself out. Um yeah. There's so many feelings that go into like being diagnosed late. Like I feel like a lot of the adults in my life, like, you know, I feel like a lot of people failed me because I was struggling so much, and the answer seems like it was like right there, and it just and nobody noticed. And that really bothers me because I imagine, like, where would I be right now if I was, more well adjusted, if I had known that about myself and had been able to get the support that I needed. I would I have dropped out of college? Like, if I had known, I don't think that would have happened. And I didn't even realize that I was experiencing things like burnout and like meltdowns and shutdowns. And it would have helped so much. And I mourn, and that's a large part of being late diagnosed is literally grieving the life that you thought you had and grieving the life that you thought you would have as well. Um, yeah, that's a large part of like people with disabilities in general, because I still have all these expectations that I hold myself to, like working. No, baby, no, baby. Like working so many hours a day. I haven't been able to work for a while. But I used to work like 16-hour days, and I'm like, how did I do that? How did I work those shifts in restaurants, in loud, crazy, chaotic environments? How did I do that to myself? And now I can't even like step foot out of my own house most of the time. And it's such a raw experience to go from like 100 to 0, like feeling like a fully functional human being, even though I wasn't, and now feeling like just completely disabled and completely just not capable. You playing with your own tail? It's yours, buddy. That's you. That's part of you. He's a crazy little cat. Yeah. But yeah, I find myself a little angry at the systems that failed me, at the many therapists that I've seen, the many child care counselors, like social workers, parents, or otherwise that I've seen, and they just didn't help me. And now I'm here at the age of 27 and I feel stuck and trapped because I have no basis for even living. I don't have any like skills to deal with all of this. Yeah, Sharon? I'll give him the skills to live up to his true potential, okay? That's another thing. Like, I can feel my potential burning away inside of me. Ugh, I've had that feeling for a while, like a long time since I was adolescence, and now I have like the language to put it to words. It's all my potential that I could have been burning away. No, baby. No. Hems can't get up there. Hems can't get up there. I give him kisses, but I have black lipstick on. That'd be bad for him, huh? Hmm? There you go, baby. Him's like to be held. He really likes people's faces. I can't get him to stop like being in people's faces. Like people find it off-putting because he literally jumps right up there and he just gets right in. Yeah, Hems is up close and personal, huh? That's Hems loving style. Hmm? All up in your face, huh? Hmm? Um, this is my emotional support animal, Sharon. By the way, I did not introduce him. He's a kitten. He's like 2, 3 months old, and we're training him, aren't we? The first thing we're gonna train him though is to not eat my hair. It's the first thing we're gonna train him. Hmm? We're gonna train him not to eat that. Yeah. No. Oh. No, baby. Okay. Yeah. I love you too. You're very close though. Very close. Very purry machine. Okay. I love you too. He does help. Even though he is a menace right now. But because he's so tiny and so rowdy. Um yeah, so I'm just I guess sitting here and digesting so many things and just processing like my entire life up until this point. And I'm very proud of myself because to even be able to speak the way that I do or like express myself the way that I do. I'm very grateful that I was able to develop those skills and that I did have people that helped me even if it wasn't like, you know, exactly the help that I needed, it did help. And I won't negate that. People did try their best for me. And I just had to understand that it was a different time. Autism wasn't very understood, especially in people who look like me. Um, so, you know, like, how could they have known that I was autistic, especially my family, because they're like, you're not, no, you're not autistic. You're just like us. That's the stuff we do. And I'm like, hmm, interesting. So I'm not weird. We're all weird, right? I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna force anybody to go get a diagnosis because that's how they feel. But I do think that that has definitely helped me a lot, and maybe it would help my some of my family members, but others, I think they're doing well for themselves, and they don't want that, and that's completely up to them because I completely understand like why they don't want that. It does like impact how people treat you, the type of jobs you'll be able to get. Um, and just finding out something like that about yourself right now, like it's really hard. There's nothing wrong with autistic people. Autistic people are just like any other kind of people, but it is really hard learning that you are disabled. Even though wouldn't I wouldn't necessarily want to exist any other way because I don't think you would be able to just like remove the autism from me and then have a whole human being. I do think part of that is significantly intertwined with me. Obviously, you know, like it's a neural thing, it's just how my brain works. So, like, you run the risk of like losing yourself if you cure autism, which, let's be frank, no, no, stop it, please. Yeah, I mean, these are just my thoughts together. I feel like, and then I guess this has to pertain to my career, YouTube career, if you could call it that. It's kind of non-existent right now, but like for a while, I just felt so odd. I didn't feel like a human being, and I still struggle with that. But like, I didn't feel like a human being, and so like, even watching myself play back on video was so hard. So I had like videos that I made for YouTube. I made a couple like movie reviews for like Koei no Katachi or and um like game reviews and stuff. And I couldn't post them. I did end up posting like a few videos before on another channel, but I just the bulk of my videos I couldn't post. It was so hard watching it back and like And not only that, like I don't know if this has to do with autism, but like the way that I see my identity is so weird. Like I think I'm starting to like come into myself a bit more, but growing up and even into adulthood, I would look in the mirror and it would feel like I wasn't the person staring back. Like I was a whole different person. Like I can't even really explain this, but when I think of myself, I don't even fit in this skin. I don't even I can't explain it, but like I often lose track of how big my body is because it just doesn't like the dimensions of my body because I just don't feel like I fit in them. Like I'm outside of them and smaller than it at the same time. I really can't explain this. But I mean maybe it has something to do with disassociation as well because I suffer from that as well. But like I would look in the mirror and it would seem like that was another person, and the disconnect was so scary, and for the longest time I couldn't look myself in the eyes in the mirror because it felt like there was a stranger staring back at me. But now, I mean, I still get that feeling sometimes. I don't really like to look people in the eye, not even myself. But I find myself staring at my own face a lot now. And I'm just grateful. I feel like I feel like I've really like clicked with the person that I am right now and the person that I'm becoming because I'm trying to be the best that I can, and I'm trying to do for people what I would have want done for me, and what they would want done for themselves, because not that's not always going to mash up, that's not always going to work out. But like I'm really trying to enjoy my existence in this body and not have so much judgments about it, about what I can and what I can't do. And I guess I'm just trying to make the best of it. I know that I will not exist in this way ever again. And I'm happy, but I'm also simultaneously sad about that because I love this person. I love who I'm becoming, and it really took finding out that I was autistic to be able to say that. I was so hard on myself before, and believe me, I'm still pretty hard on myself now, but I think it's definitely gotten better, and I've definitely been learning to keep my own boundaries and my own, like, what I can and can't do in mine. Because I was pushing it so far before. I was in like that fawn mode, people pleasing mode, where it didn't matter what I wanted at all. If you asked me to do something, if you wanted something, I would just give it to you. And I'm not like that anymore. It's just maybe just a little bit, but um, I'm better at setting boundaries for myself to keep myself safe because I didn't realize how much of myself I was really like hurting by doing that. I was self sabotaging by doing that. It's really a lot. It's a lot to think about. It's a lot to just try to process afterwards because it's very hard for me to process things that are happening while they're happening. Um, yeah, nobody really talks about the feelings that really come with like being diagnosed later in life. And that's all I just kind of wanted to talk about that a bit. At the end of the day, I'm trying hard every day to put myself back together because I broke myself. I broke the person that I was before, and I've literally had to become a new me. It's like a lot of neurodivergent people in general experience ego death a lot, and I've had to experience that so many times, just killing myself over and over again and rebirthing from that shell. And I'm grateful, but I do mourn. I mourn all of those people. I mourn all of those crow cats. But I do love every single one of them. Every every single one of them. I love them, and I want to honor what they felt through my actions and my words now. Crazy cat. Yeah, this might be a bit ranty, but um I have ADHD as well, so there you go. If it's a little all over the place, I just really hey Shao. Yeah, no, you can't do that, buddy. Yeah. Why don't you play with your toys, huh? Hmm? Come here. Come here. Good boy. I'm not a toy, but okay. Hey, don't bite me. No. Ah! Ah! Okay. Um so I mean, I guess closing thoughts as well. Ugh. I've been trying really hard this year to get myself back on my feet. Showron, I need you to not climb the curtains. Thank you. Crazy cat. Bless you. Um, yeah, dude, what was I thinking? I don't remember. What was I talking about? I probably should have wrote some points down. I didn't write anything down. I was just winging it. Um, okay, yeah. So, this year in 2024, I just want to make sure that I'm doing my best to heal myself and to get myself back on my feet. I don't know what that actually looks like for me because of my upbringing and like just the way I lived for my entire life. So I actually have to create what a healthier me looks like. Hey, thank you. Yeah, so I'm trying to create new healthy habits. I'm trying to create a way to become the person that I want to become without breaking myself. and I just don't want to be a burden on my family or my friends anymore. I just want to be able to handle myself. Oh, okay. I just want to be able to handle myself and, uh, you know, try to be an adult. Struggles. Anyway, for like my closing thoughts out there, anybody struggling with neurodivergence, I feel for you. I really do. I just want to say whether you get your diagnosis or you are self-diagnosed, you're valid and your feelings matter. If it turns out that the thing that you think that you have, you don't, you might have something else, then I say that because for the longest time I thought that I had autism, and wow, it turns out I do have autism. And that's why self diagnosis is valid. And of course, some people are going to be wrong, but what is the harm in them being wrong about their brain? What is the harm in that? What is the harm in them educating themselves and then finding out, oh, I'm not autistic? Now they just know more about autistic people and how they might need accommodations. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I just want to let you all know that I love you and you should have a good day and stay safe. Before my cat burns the house down. So I'll see you guys in another video, hopefully very, very soon. And I promise that I'm gonna try my hardest this year to create content and be the person that I want to be. Bye!